Oorah, what is up, Jeremy Nation? There is a buzzing sound in the mic. I don't know what it is. It might be my computer being on. This mic picks up a lot, so just if you can just ignore that, because I don't know how to fix it. Anyway, so I just saw Ant-Man in theaters, and I gotta say, this is spoiler free, or I'm gonna try to keep it that way. It was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't the best Marvel movie in the world, but it was pretty awesome for what it was. I mean, it had its fair share of action and some jokes here and there, typical Marvel movie. Although it felt different than the other Marvel movies. I can't explain it. You'd have to see it. It has its own vibe to it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, the action is top notch, beautiful. When Ant-Man shrinks down and then grows, he's like punching people. He's like shrunken down. He's like and then it's amazing. So yeah, the villain was very psychotic. I mean, that not a whole lot of backstory there. I mean, he's just so blatantly villain by nature. I mean, they explained it away as the molecule thing or whatever they said, messing with his brain, but he was just so psychotic. He could very well play Lex Luthor, if they wanted him to. That would, in a DC movie, obviously, but he could play Lex Luthor. I mean, you just see that in him. I saw Lex Luthor in him, but anyway, that aside. So Hank Pym is actually in this movie, although he's not the main Ant-Man, but he plays a huge role in this movie. He's like the secondary character. He's helping Scott Lang along with his missions and whatnot. So this Ant-Man isn't really a scientist kind of guy, or at least the Scott Lang guy isn't. He's more of a heist thief kind of dude, and here he kind of reminds me a little bit of Star-Lord in his attitude sense, but he doesn't really have many attributes. He carries like maybe a tiny bit of like Star-Lord attribute within him, but that's about it. Like, he doesn't really have a whole lot of attributes, like Tony Stark is the whole selfish, rich kind of talks all the time, and Steve Rogers is very just good at heart and whatnot. This guy didn't have a whole lot of attributes that I could say right off my head, but I'm sure he had a few. But anyway, and Wasp was also in this movie. Not really, though. I should not say that. She was in a flashback. Actually, it was Hank Pym's wife or whatever in a flashback, but I'm not sure if that's considered a spoiler or not. Let's see. Yellow Jacket, obviously he's the villain. What else? Oh yeah, I will say this much. I'm not sure if this is considered a spoiler or not. Not really. It's just talking about kind of like something that happened in the movie, but not really giving away the plot. There is an appearance by an Avenger. I will say that. He was in Age of Ultron, and he just kind of makes an appearance in this movie and a little bit, and that's about it. So yeah, this is a part of the cinematic universe. The Ant-Man movie is, and it was pretty cool. And there is an end scene before the credits, or after those main flyby credits or whatever they do, and then before the main credits. In between those two credit scenes, there's an end scene right there. I'm not sure about after the credits because I had to leave really quickly after the first end scene, so I can't tell you if there's a second one. Age of Ultron didn't have one, though. It was disappointing. I waited there for so long. Anyway, so this movie, I would probably give it a 7 out of 10, maybe. I mean, don't get me wrong, it was awesome for what it was, hence why it's over the 5 limit, but it just wasn't the best Marvel movie. Maybe an 8 out of 10. A 7.5 out of 10, maybe. I'm still gonna get it on DVD, though. It's pretty awesome, don't get me wrong. I do recommend this. You should go see it. It was awesome. And quite a bit cheesy. It was really cheesy and cliche, but awesome at the same time. It felt way different, but way right. You know what I mean? So yeah, this movie does have its comedy aspects, a lot of action. There's a lot of ants involved, obviously. Like he has this thing where he can control the ants or kind of communicate with them, and then they help him out. So they're a huge part in the plot. So I don't recommend eating anything while you're watching this movie. You might lose your appetite a little bit. I just got a soda, so just a warning. I mean, if you get grossed out by insects easily, but there was a lot of ants, and he flew on this one that he named Anthony. It was hilarious. But anyway, that is my review. I'm not sure how good of a review this is considered, but there you go. So I recommend that you go see it. It was nowhere near as good as Age of Ultron. It's not really a big blockbuster hit. It's just kind of there, you know. See it if you want to. It's Ant-Man's origin story. Here you go. But it is pretty awesome. And at the very beginning, maybe slight spoiler alert, Howard Stark is in it. That's about it. But anyway. Oh yeah, I got this new lightsaber. Check it out. Doesn't do anything, doesn't make any noise, it just... This is it. But it does go all the way in. Has this strap thing right here. Not a sponsor or anything. This is Anakin's lightsaber. Just saying I got it. I got it from Kmart. It's I forgot what it's called. Hasbro Star Wars Rebels Anakin's lightsaber from Episode 3. I don't know why they put Star Wars Rebels on there, but it's... Yeah. And I want Yellow Jacket's suit so bad. Anyway, that's about it for today. It's been a while since I made a video, you guys. It's been quite a while. I'm hoping to post more, mainly just vlogs and stuff, like reviews or what have you. Sorry, I'm kind of tired. It's like 10 right now, so I'm just kind of bland. And yeah, new location. Sorry about the messy background. Ignore that. Anyway, remember, cleanliness is important. Kill those germs, and I'll see you guys in the next video.